Oh, this is such a good battle. A couple of San Clemente natives here on the North Shore fighting it out for a place in round 3. Gavin Beschen, 40 years of age. Look at the conditions on offer now for the second round. It is firing out here at the moment, and it's going to be Andino taking on backdoor to get started. The wave pinched a little, but he's going to get a second opportunity for more cover time, and he gets an exit. Just a slightly dangerous.
The wind is southeast. When you get southeast winds on the North Shore, it just absolutely grooms it. Perfect. Wow, second barrel is actually a little bit bigger and more hollow. So I don't think it's going to be a huge score, but a nice little start for brother.
Here it is again. Beautiful camera angle. Had to bust through the curtain a couple of times, but on a day like today when it's this groomed, not a problem for Andino. Things are just shaping up beautifully.
Absolutely. And how funny was that, or crazy was that? John just marking his territory this morning.
But a very interesting concept that is great for spectators, because generally you're seeing a lot more waves ridden and a little less wave selection. But here we go, Andino on the inside, trying to find the backup. A great start to the heat for Kolohe, a 7.33. That one's probably not going to factor in at the end of the heat. But
and then there's a new northeast swell. In that direction, the last wave that Gavin took a pass on was from the northeast, which made it kind of mushy. It bends out to sea, and the barrels are not that big square shape that you want.
Not that big TP, so Gavin's going to head left. He grabs that rail, pulls in. This barrel is tight, it's pinching, and he's not going to find his way through to the opening. So he waited a long time for that rise, 15 minutes in fact, and it was a bad choice in the end.
Yeah, it was. I haven't seen many great lefts this morning in the last hour or two. That north swell direction, it's kind of mainly dominating the lineup right now. It's all about backdoor. So Gavin just getting a little impatient there. You know, he waited a long time, but if you waited this long, you might as well wait for that perfect backdoor wave.
Here we go, some movement at the takeoff zone, and it is Kolohe Andino looking right. You can see the way he just fades into this thing, starts pumping that board for this speed run through the inside, and he gets that exit. So his board was showing the whole time. It wasn't super deep, but it'll be a nifty little replacement score. You
know, a certain amount of time to get barreled before he had to kick out and basically look for that doggy door. So the whole time he's thinking, where am I going to get out? Where am I going to get out? And then finally he saw that little break in the lip, and he exited stage left. So right here, he's like, wow, this is not a cruisy barrel. I am stepping on the gas, because there's a wall past this TV screen right here. You know, that thing is lined up. So as a surfer, when you're taking off and away with that, it looks like you're pulling into a closeout.
5.17 for Andino. He'll be happy with that, and that puts a lot of pressure on Gavin Beschen now. He needs a 2-wave total in heat 1, with Kolohe Andino still holding on to the lead. And Andino grabbing this one during the break.
For a second there, I thought this was Bruce Irons, but it was actually Kolohe Andino picking up the scraps, as we were talking about. 4.43, but how fun does that barrel look? Poof, nice little spit. That spit always an indication of how hollow and square the barrel was. Went for a cutback. I think he got kind of sucked into that maneuver. I wish he would have held back, because there was that little left that we were talking about that you love to just kick the face in. 17
minutes for Andino and Beschen. And Adriano and Bruce Irons, they've got plenty of time, just under 37 minutes. As we see Gavin on his second ride. And he's been picking these waves that pinch. And that one results just like the first. He gets caught up inside there, can't get the exit. Had the finger up, and in the final stages of that event, Jake Patterson snagged the backdoor closeout and somehow found an exit for the win. But here we go, Gavin Beschen on a small insider, but finding a nice little pit, just cruising his way out of that one. Completed it, but it just wasn't big enough, Ross.
Exactly, so there's no commitment involved here. It's just too friendly of a wave, but nice, you know, little pea shooter there. Quick little cover up, but see, has any score dropped yet? Is that a 2?
He got a 2 for that wave, and he's having a look at another one now, and just grabs the wall. Great style again. Just a smaller wave. Might just be trying to shake off those 2 poor wave selections earlier on in the heat. This wave looks like it's going to bowl out. Bruce looking right. We're going to go with Gavin on the left. He pulls in. That wave just slaps him down. It pinched pretty hard on the end section.
Never know exactly what's going to happen. Of course, there's always going to be the huge favorite with the red jerseys, or in this case, Kolohe Andino and Adriano, but you can't help but to root for the underdog.
Well, Gavin Beschen, a successful ride. But again, it's just going to be too small to really give him a great shot of braking combination. And Kolohe Andino, he's going to ride this one in. A comfortable win for the Californian. And he's on his way to the third round.